Hey guys, Brad from Team Crimson here with
Dekin, also from Team Crimson.
Ramson. Today we're here to talk to you about this new stream. Today's stream didn't reveal a whole lot, so we're going to be going over the cards that were revealed in today's stream. There was also a couple of cards revealed for Premium Collection that were taken from the monthly Bushy Road, and Deacon wants to talk about Royal Paladin, so I'm going to throw him a bone here. So go ahead and talk about your order.
Well, so last week, I believe it was Friday or Thursday. I think it was Friday. I think they usually do like a weekly thing on Friday. But the order card for the Majesty Lord Blaster set was revealed, and it's order specific. I'm sure most of you know by now, but it's Light and Shadow Crossing Engraved. Hold on, wait, Brad, don't. Oh no! Oh no! All right, well, we'll talk about them anyways. Well, it's basically a universal searcher depending on what blaster you have. If you have Blaster Blade on Vanguard or Rearguard, you search for Blaster Dark and put it in your hand. And then vice versa, if you have Blaster Dark on Vanguard or Rearguard, you add Blaster Blade to hand. And then if you have both Blaster Dark and Blaster Blade on Vanguard or Rearguard, you get to add MLB to hand. So it's just a universal searcher, and it's pretty cool that it's an order card. I want to talk about that because it's pretty cool. And it's clan specific also, so that means that hopefully in the future more clan specific ones will come out, like maybe Royals to get 4 or 5 more that search for cards. You know, just the normal stuff. But continuing on, we talk about some of the premium collection stuff. There's the Kagura Stride and then the Cray Elemental boss unit.
Read the Cray Elemental. You do the Cray Elemental stuff. I'll handle Kaguro and Padmini. Padmini,
okay.
don't.
All right. I'll talk about the Storm Elemental Cyclone first because it's not the best. It kind of was dud in my opinion. It should have worked it a little bit better for it being one of the main cards on the set. It is Storm Elemental Cyclone with the 15k body, triple drive, and it has the same stride cost as always. And then continuous Vanguard Circle or G-Zone. During your turn, if this unit is face up, all your units with no continuous act or auto abilities gain power +5. And then auto Vanguard Circle, when you drive check, reveals a normal unit with no continuous act or auto abilities. During the battle, this unit attacks, stand one of your rear guards. So it's very vanilla, and I was wrong in my assumption because I saw what the no continuous act or auto. I was believing you could drive check a trigger and stand something, but that is not the case. You have to with your drive checks to stand stuff, which is kind of stupid. The continuous on Vanguard Circle and G-Zone is kind of nice if your deck plays some vanillas, I guess. But aside from that, it's not really good in my opinion. More of a flip fodder, just so you can gain the power. So like Katrina now gets a massive boost. You're on Katrina, you flip this, and all your plant tokens go from being 15Ks to 20Ks, and you have 40K columns now. It's ridiculous. Like Neonectar needed more premium support, but it's okay.
And they were the vanilla card that was it's an 8k grade 1 and it's 15k shield.
Yeah.
So
it looks like a lot of the Cray Elemental support from this set, just to make the big boss G unit work, is probably going to be vanillas. I'm expecting buffed shield, like a few 10k grade 2s that have like maybe 15k shield also, or a 10k shield, just to kind of try to balance it out. But I mean, I don't think it matters because it doesn't do enough to be a deck on its own. But
yeah, did say that this was in the premium collection, that they were going to be giving more Cray Elemental cards so you could actually do a Cray Elemental deck. But yeah, this isn't impressive by any means.
No. Yeah, no, I don't see where this would be impressive unless if you can flip a whole bunch of these up and stride into one, so then your whole entire board is gaining a total of 20k. I don't see this being any good, because I could see it being good if you could target flip the boss man and then have 20k splash effect while playing only normal units that are vanillas. I could see that being good in a sense, where you'd be like, okay, swing like 50k, then they restand because my Vanguard swings for like 50k also. I could see that being somewhat decent, but I mean, at the same time, it's vanilla. I don't know. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, so let's get on to the other card that was revealed. It was revealed over the weekend. They're doing this thing with some of the Vanguard YouTubers that they get to reveal. They get to reveal certain cards. And what was revealed over the weekend was Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon Zan Bust Dragon, Kagero Stride for Premium Collection. It is, act Vanguard Circle once per turn, cost, turn a card from your G-Zone face up, retire all of your opponent's rear guards, and all of your grade 3 or greater units get power plus 10k until end of turn. This isn't bad by any means, especially the fact that it targets the field instead of targeting specific units. So it's definitely going to go in a Kagero deck, it's going to go in a Kagero deck for premium stuff like that. But it's not as impressive as I think some people were definitely wanting it to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it does give Kagero a little bit more options when you actually go into striding, because now you're given the option of, okay, if your opponent goes all balls to the wall and throws out a full board or a decent sized board, you can go into this.
Yeah.
They don't, then you can go into Dungeon Valor still. So I think it gives them some options, but it's also just kind of meh.
Yeah.
Not impressed with it by any means, but I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know,
it's not what Kagero players were wanting to see.
Yeah. I don't know when in premium it became this, but it's a full board wipe. By all means it should be considered good, but it's just, a Tekken option for if you're going up against Neos and they rush you, then you can stride into this and just board wipe them, so they have to start over from scratch next turn. But in Kagero, how often do you even want to go into your strides anyways? You're gonna Legion rather than stride.
It's easier to recover from a board wipe in premium than it is in standard.
Yeah.
Getting your board wiped in standard will absolutely destroy a lot of decks. Getting your board wiped in premium, you can recover very easily and still go about your crap. So I don't know. I'm not very impressed with it by any means.
Yeah, the artwork is cool.
The artwork's not bad, and it looks like it's a female dragon, so that's kind of cool.
Where's Donkey when you need him? Yeah.
All right.
Let's go. It's cool to get power though, but
yeah.
Going on.
Let's go on to the actual card that was revealed during the stream, because we're just trying to pad this thing. They finally
in the video.
They finally revealed Valkyrie of Reclamation Padmini. Don't you be a meanie. Cue Little Nas X dance sequence below. Anyways, it's got continuous Vanguard rearguard circle. During your turn, if you have 2 or more token units, this gains power plus 5k, which we've seen of all these stride fodders. And then auto Vanguard rearguard circle when placed from hand. Look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal it to 1 grade 3 from among them, put them in your hand, shuffle your deck, and then put a card. And if you put a card in your hand, discard a card from your hand. So,
yeah.
Another grade 3 searcher, which we knew was going to happen. We knew Padmini and Sisylis and Steam Breath were all going to be grade 3 searchers. But what we didn't know basically was how were they going to gain the 5k, because we knew all of them were going to gain 5k. We're going to gain power, but how was that going to happen? This is quite interesting that it needs 2 token units. So you could have the 2 Asha units, Asha fairy tokens, or you could have plant tokens on field and it will gain that power still. So quite good. And of course, with the nature of the decks, with the nature of Royal Paladin and Neo Nectar, both Ashas being grade 3 now, both Alt Miles being grade 3, you're able to search those a lot easier and stuff. Whereas Steam Breath in Gear Chronicle, it's not necessarily, you definitely still want to play it, but it's not necessarily a 4 of.
Yeah.
Because you're only playing 4 grade 3s, so not as.
Yeah, you kind of just want to have it there for if you are bricking to try to recover as fast as possible, because I know that was a problem with Gear Chronicle back in the day. Hell, it's even a problem now. Like, I know there's been a few times with Chrono Fanger that it's been hard to get to grade 3, and then there's a certain point where you just can't recover from it anymore. And
it's nowhere near as bad as as Mystery Player and Lost Legend, because if you just didn't draw into your piece, then you're screwed. But for some reason with Chrono Fang and stuff like that, I think it's because of Chrono Tooth and Chrono Bite letting you draw more pieces and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'd say more often than not, I don't have to G assist, but there's been a rare couple of times where I do, and then I'm usually screwed because of it. But that's the nature of the deck. So
and that's you pay that price along with discarding your hand for a ridiculous offense, which is nice. But I love the aspect of grade 3 searchers, because even for Ganslot, when he's not going to be around that much often, it's the same situation with that as it is for Mystery Flare. If I don't draw Gansalot or Blaster Blade, I die. There's no way of recovering whatsoever. And even though I get a bunch of drive checks once I hit that, if I hit it too late, there's no recovering. It doesn't matter how hard I try to plus or how hard my offense hits, there's no bouncing back. So the added grade 3 search ability is super nice. And then with Padmini for gaining the 5k for basically doing what the deck does, Gears gaining the 5k for doing what the deck does, and Royals doing what the deck does, you gain the 5k. So it's a free 13k searcher for all of the decks, which is super nice.
How does Sisylis gain the 5k?
I can't. 5 no face-up damage. So first turn when I have no damage at all, I call it to board and ride Felix's Vanguard, swing 13, and bounce it back. So I get 2 searches off of it. And then next turn, if I ride Sullivan, then I get another search. And it's the deck does what it does, but still brick like any deck. But the added grade 3 searcher is super nice to regardless of what deck you are. It's super nice to have. And then just the free 13k boost, almost guaranteed for every land that gets Shadows is almost always a 13k boost in Claret, unless if you use its ability. Naru's is always a 13k boost. Aqua's on your turns. If I'm not mistaken, it's always a 13k boost. So it's super nice. Hopefully it's going to be the same with all of these. But they also revealed the SP packs, which come with the order cards, the quick shield ones. Instead of being the normal one with the shield, they're going to have the clan symbols on them. So they're going to have Royals for the Royal SP pack, Gears for the Gears SP pack, and Neos for the Neos SP pack. And they look cool.
I would get that if it wasn't ridiculous.
Yeah. I want it so bad.
It depends on the price.
Yeah.
I don't know. SP packs are usually pretty ridiculous, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
My only problem with them coming out with clan symbols on the quick shields is that they're quick shields. They're not more than that. Like, they don't have any other added benefit. You can't use them multiple times in a game, and it's only going second. I mean, technically, you could get it going first if you failed G-assist for a 1 and couldn't ride, but I mean, how often is that going to happen? So usually it's everyone that goes second is gonna have the quick shield, and I mean, it'd be cool to have one with the clan symbol on it, but is it worth it?
I don't know. And I don't even know if quick shield is something that's good or not yet, because it's just I just don't know if it fixes the whole advantage of still going first.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think it fixes that. But I mean, going against Rebellion, when you guard, your shield gets negative 5k. The quick shield isn't considered guarding. It's considered giving your Vanguard 5k, so it's a free 5k that you don't have to worry about losing, which is nice. But
you probably won't be onto it that long. Because...
Yeah, no, that's like the downside of it. Like, it was just an example. And then for cards that restrict against zeros, like in premium, what's her nuts in OTT, that restricts against zeros, like, you can still use it because it's grade 0, but it's not considered guarding. So, but I mean, there's a few perks to it, and it's a free. Like, if you go, if you're going second with Gears and you ride into Steam Breath, you could use the skill and discard the quick shield. And I think it's just there basically for discarding something that's not an essential piece.
No, I know that. I know why it's there. It's just I don't think that actually fixes because there's inherently going first is way better.
Yeah.
So they're trying to fix that, and the quick shield I don't think does that by any means whatsoever.
They definitely need more blitz orders to fix going first and second. But
what
we
the hell?
have no idea. They're supposed to be the ones that you use for guarding. That's what a quick shield is. It's a blitz order, and then the normal orders. But I have no idea what the.
Nothing. We have nothing. We don't have anything to show for any of these order cards. They were making a big deal out of it, and we have nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
We've got the quick shield. We've got the one from the trial deck or something that's
I don't know, that's 220k.
Yeah, it gives it.
Playable, yeah. But
we have nothing to show for it, and they were hyping it up. So as of right now, I don't think a lot of decks are going to be playing any of these. Obviously, be playing the quick shield, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but let's wrap. We've gone on long enough, so that'll be it from us, guys. And we will see you probably next week for the next stream. Yeah. But maybe we can post. And I don't know when Arcader stuff is coming in, so we'll post
that. Comes in mainly today and tomorrow, so then I can post it before the weekend. But we shall see, because then we can also do Gears versus Arcader and showcase the ridiculously long and confusing matchup. But we'll see. it's funny. I think it's funny because I'm not the one that's really having to deal with protect. So it's kind of funny.
I'm having to deal with protect, and it's the games always go the same. More often than not, I still win, but it's harder and it's ridiculous, and the game goes on forever. And then on top of it, when I lose, it's usually because I deck myself out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I hate it when you go first and you go force 2. Because the problem with the matchup is if he goes force 2, I have to go force protect 1, so then I don't have power on my board. So then I don't inflict enough pressure, so he keeps his hand size until he decks out. But like, I don't know, it's a funny matchup. We'll talk about that later. But all right, that's all from me. Hopefully, I'll be bringing that sometime soon, today or tomorrow maybe. But
all right, yep, that's it from us. Bye.